How to make money selling info products. Step by freaking step. My name is Marlon Center. Sold over 70,000 info products. Created over 100. I don't say that to brag, just to let you know I know a little bit about how you do this deal. And right now, without delay, we're going to jump in and talk about how to do this because everybody else wants to beat around the bush. I'm just going to jump right in. Step number one is you want to let AI pick your niche for you. Let AI pick your niche for you. And the reason is because most everyone that's starting out struggles with their niche. Everybody tells you, find your niche, but you have trouble finding your niche. So what you do is you go to AI, you tell it about yourself, you tell it your skills and your abilities and so forth, and you say, I want to sell info products and coaching. What niches might be successful for me? And AI will unbelievably give you a list. I did this with my clients in my Info Empire, Unleash Your Info Empire training. It was unbelievable. It was people that had struggled to find their niche for like 3 years, within minutes, were able to have a list of possible niches they could choose from. So it's awesome. Number two is you want to do what we call differentiate on an attribute. Now, there's a lot of different ways to have what marketers call a unique selling proposition, what differentiates you from the competition, what makes you a little bit different. But the easiest, simplest way, especially if you're starting out, but if you're intermediate or advanced, sometimes you just need to go back to basics. It's called differentiating on an attribute. I'm going to give you an example. One time I wrote a sales letter for a friend who had this traffic method, and it was unbelievable. And with very little maintenance, it just kept bringing in she kept these high rankings in Google for a long time. So we called it the evergreen traffic method. This is before anybody else used the attribute of evergreen. Another one that I think of is Stephen Pierce many years ago, a guy I know named Stephen Pierce. He created this really great ebook. It was called The Whole Truth. And if you wanted to know the whole truth about internet marketing, that was the product. He differentiated on the product of The Whole Truth. So there's a lot of different attributes that you can differentiate on. You don't have to worry about running out of attributes. There's thousands and thousands of attributes. Faster, simpler, easier, there's a million of them. You just pick one that fits you, fits your personality, fits your product, and you differentiate on that. You plant your flag and you say, this is what makes it different. Number three is I teach doing a 12-product survey. Nobody else I know in this industry teaches it. I learned it back in 1978 from a guy named Benjamin Suarez, who would do these 12-product, actually focus groups, give the focus group a list of 12 products, and they would choose a winner. He would do this multiple times. It allowed him to have about an 80% or greater success rate in launching products. So what I do is a little 12-product survey. Which of these 12 products you'd be most likely to buy in the next 30 days? I give him a list of 12, and it's not predictive necessarily, but it is indicative, which means this. If you have a product and this is your idea, you were going to launch, you were going to create, this was your digital product idea, this was your info product idea, and it gets no votes or 1 or 2 votes, and that happens most of the time, you better go back and talk to your potential buyers. You better go back and do your research. You better go back and double check, because that's a big, gigantic, fat red flag. That's right. Now come closer, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I've been teaching since 1997, because I've been doing this gig, full-time since 1997. That's how and why I launched so many products and sold so many. And so here's the secret. You write your sales letter first. Been teaching this forever. And I learned it the hard way, because you put all your time and your blood and your sweat and your tears and your energy into creating a product. And guess what happens when you go to do the sales letter? Oh, boy, you're out of steam. I've been there, done that. There's nothing harder. You were all excited. You put all your energy into creating this great product. And now it comes time for the sales letter so you can actually sell the darn thing. And you're just flat. You're just out of gas, right? So you write your sales letter first and TJ Rollleader, something I learned from him, is you write your sales letter when you're excited about the idea. As soon as you're really excited about that idea, sit down and bang out as much of the sales letter as you can. I'm going to tell you something else. You think, I'll just finish out the rest of this later on. You go back later on and you're like emotionally flat, and it's just harder than nails. So I like to write as much of the sales letter as I can before I even create the freaking product. That's gonna make you a lot of sales, and it's gonna save you a lot of heartache of getting this great product and going to sell the thing, and you're just like, I just got no gas in the tank to do this deal, right? Been there, it sucks, it hurts. Had that happen more than once. It's called the School of Hard Knocks, right? And then number 5, you say, Marlon, how do I create the product? You said you were going to tell me how to create the product. See, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a pad of paper. Now, you can use a notepad on your computer, whatever you want. I like to use a legal pad of paper with the thin, narrow lines. I like to sit down over a cup of coffee. You can choose tea, orange juice, water, or one of those energy drinks like all the young kids use. And you sit down and you write where the customer is here, where the customer wants to be, and you write 5 steps from point A to point B. Frank Kern used to call that the escape arrival path, if you know Frank. And so you got point A, point B, and you write 5 steps to get them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for each of those 5 steps, by the way, if you don't understand the 5 steps, I explain this in a product I have called the Oddball chart. And if you want info on that product, just comment Oddball and I'll get it to you. It's a crazy, incredible product. I can't even tell you about it now. It's crazy, incredible product. But anyway, you'll never see 5s the same ever again in the rest of your life. So anyway, 5 steps. Now I want you to go under each of those 5 steps and break it down into 5 sub-steps. Right? Break it down into 5 subsets and then just make notes. Just make notes about the things that you need to teach. Right? The things you need. These are my smart looking glasses, right? They're also the ones that I use for thumbnails because they're like, wow, what's the deal? Actually, the truth is, at my age, you get those little, things under your eyes. I'm just saying I'm not a spring chicken no more. So you put these on, and nobody can tell. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night, right? All right, enough of that. All right, so anyway, you got the 5 steps. You break each step into 5 substeps. Make all the rest of your notes. Then all you're going to do is you're going to turn on your OBS recorder. You're going to turn on your Camtasia. You're going to turn on your Loom. You're going to turn on whatever freaking video recorder you want. You can even do it in the Canva nowadays. It's amazing. And what you're going to do is you're just going to talk through those steps. And if you get stuck, every program has a pause button. Like I use Camtasia, the pause is F9. So if I get stuck and I'm like going along and all of a sudden I can't think of what to say, I just hit the pause button. I hit the F9, boom. Now I can think, oh yeah, okay, all right, boom. Now you hit it, I'm good to go again. So freaking easy to record the product. You do not even have to have PowerPoint slides. Now, PowerPoint slides sometimes make it easier, they make it better, but listen, you're still watching this video. Have I used one single freaking PowerPoint slide this whole time? No, I have not. You want to see what I've been using? I'm going to let you in here behind the scenes a little bit, and I'm just going to show you my little magic here of what I've been using. Let me bring it up right here on the screen. It's a text doc. It's called TextPad. It's just for writing text, and I got my 5 steps right here. That's all you need. You go to record your YouTube video, all you need is 5 steps, right? And I'm telling you, drop the comment Oddball chart if you want to read the history and just crazy, unbelievable. So, yeah, I can't even describe it. You won't even freaking believe it. Anyway, hey, listen, I have a free report on how would you like to know how I sold 70,000 plus products online? Would that be useful to you if I broke it down? I mean, really told you the real scoop and the real deal. Well, I have another thing that you can get for free. You go to resellertoolkit.com/70K, and that's a huge in-depth report on how I sold 70,000 plus products online. There's no gatekeeping in it. I mean, I just lay it all out there for free. And I could easily charge $100 for this because it's what I've really done. But anyway, you can get it free if you just go to resellertoolkit.com/70K. Now, you may be wondering, Marlon, you told me to write the sales letter first, but how do I write the sales letter? So up here, I think, up here, or maybe over here, I'm here, one of those two. I don't know, because the video may be freaking reversed. I don't know. There's going to be another video on step-by-step, how do you write the sales letter. I recommend that you click and go over there, check out that video. I do appreciate you watching today. Tell your friends about this, about my broadcast, and you all have a great day. I'll see you on another video.